This is such a program, and this is such an opportunity, and it's such a gift that you're giving yourself. We only have this moment, and this moment is our gift. This moment is the present moment, and this moment is where you can make the changes. And this is where we have these love bands, and these love bands are the ones that snap us back to present. And I encourage you throughout this course to do that as often as you possibly can. Snap yourself, snap yourself. Daryl is here to rattle the chain of your subconscious, of these programs that we have been inundated with as children, and that our little spirit has been squelched. It's now time to open up that spirit and to really flourish and shine that light of that love that is coming right from deep within you. And you've got this. We're here to help you, and this team that we have, and these wonderful protocols that Daryl has spent his lifetime putting together. This is true health, and this is self-care and self-love. And I thank you for everything that you are and everything that you are going to become, because you teach us as we move through this process. You're as much a teacher to me as I will be to you. And have a beautiful, beautiful course. Thank you.
Very well done, Sharon. I'm Todd Lutz, and I've taken this course 3 times, and this is my first assisting. The very first time when I took this course, I did not expect what I expected. Like, I came into it not prepared at all. Not even. So I've learned a lot from it, and we just grow as a team, because we're all teachers and we're here to learn. And for me, it was the best thing I've ever done for myself, and to love myself and to hold the line. And I came here because this is my passion and my purpose, and I'm here to help everyone and to learn from you guys as well. And it's just amazing. And just to see everyone come together as family and why we're here. And just to let go and don't hold on to anything. Like, when I came into this course, I was the deer hunter. I had on my hat. I didn't smile. Wasn't eating properly, wasn't drinking my water properly. Was just going home, passing out on the couch, going to work, playing that daily routine, and I always wanted more. And that's the main reason I'm here. And I'm still learning and taking massive personal action. And I love everyone. We love you. Thank you. So it's great to see new faces here. And thank you for showing up and making the life change for yourself. Yeah, love you.
I love you, Todd.
My name is Lisa Fuller. I'm the yes to you girl. So I always believe in we should be saying yes to us all the time. And I showed up here because it showed up in my world, and I decided to show up. And that's something that we need to do more of, and we need to set the example and shine the light. I always knew there was something better, but the people I was surrounded with kept on trying to dim my light. And I decided to be a BraveHeart and step outside that and be in an uncomfortable zone where I am appreciated and loved and enjoyed by like-minded people. And even if they don't like me, I don't care, okay? Because I love people watching. I can see who's smiling, who's not smiling. I love being in the moment. I practice that as often as I can. I'm doing a lot of work on myself. I had a lot of physical ailments going on, and people might say, oh, you don't look like that, you know, your legs are great, this and that, but that's not really the truth. It was hidden in a lot of emotional baggage that I've collected throughout my entire life, since I was in my mother's womb. So once we awaken to really what the truth is and start peeling back all the layers and just being 100% vulnerable and authentic, then you change. But as long as you want to keep that guard up, it's not going to work out for you. You know? The more you want to go ahead and try to fight against it, what are you doing? You're just creating more of it. But it's been a pleasure to be here, watching different people come and go. And a lot of them, I'm glad they left. You might think I hide out, but I really don't. I show up for the people who I want in my space. And I'm good with that, because I'm still working on myself, and I'm more than happy to help other people to find their authentic self and to say yes to you, 100%. But the people I want to show up will show up in my world, and I will show up in theirs. And that's the cool thing about taking this course and things that I've learned. And I am a leader. I am a brave heart. And I will unconditionally love myself each and every moment of this day. So help me God. Because I'm tired of the crap. Enough of that. Yeah. So I love conversation, but show up for real. No blah, 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 blah. Because that'd be not a good thing, right? But I encourage you to participate. And you're going to go up and down the scales. This is a roller coaster here, because you are going to be triggered, and it's so important to be triggered, because you have an opportunity to overcome. That's the blessing. That's the blessing. The value is what you choose to take outside of your experiences, and everything is just an experience. Just that. Zoom out. Don't get so emotionally clutched into stuff that doesn't even matter. Walk past it. Put a smile on. Have a great day. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Gary. I'm, I guess, a full-blown practitioner here. It's my third course finished. I'm processing because, you know, I'm a man, and I see some men here. And my whole life has been you know, we talk about being a caregiver. Well, I've been a caregiver my whole life, a father, a grandfather, sons, daughters, you know, so you never really look within, you never really look at yourself. You're just kind of in a whirlwind of emotion, a whirlwind of people, a whirlwind of life that's driving you. You're not in the seat. You're being driven by the, you know, by what surrounds you, right? So, you know, when I met Daryl here, it was just to get some body work treatment for my spine and stuff like that, and then I during that treatment, Sage, his son, said, Gary's operating on the fight or flight of his youth. And then I had to realize, okay, fight or flight, man. What, you know, I get it. I get it. And so I'm the guy that never had a passion, worked, lived, circumstances drove me in whatever direction, never able to look within until I came here to Mexico. So realizing that the change happens within, and you got to lose everything out there is what I've discovered. You got to lose it all. Self-care, self-love, unconditional love for yourself, those are new, that's a new experience for me. You know, when you never focus on yourself, man, you're taking care of the family or the moms, the grandmothers, whoever. So what I've discovered in this journey is where Sharon has a passion, 30 years into healthcare, she's rocking it. I'm still trying to find it. And I think what I've discovered lately is, yeah, you know, I can do this. A World Health practitioner, I've never committed to that. I committed to the non-surgical. I committed to looking deep within myself and trying to make the changes. And the change can only come from me. And this course will give you the tools for change. That's one thing I've discovered. And it all begins with unconditional love for yourself. Are you worth it? Are you worth looking within and going 100% for yourself? Because you got to do that. So the tools you're going to learn here, mind your own business is one of them. You know, I've got 3 kids, 5 grandkids. I've got all kinds of people that I influenced. And I should have minded my own business looking back. Because they're on their journey too. And you can't change anybody. You can only change yourself. So the beginning is unconditional love for yourself. Now, from a health perspective, I'm 64 years old. I'm feeling pretty good. And like Daryl said, I'm not getting older, I'm getting younger.
A nice six-pack too.
Yeah, you know, I'm not carrying any extra weight. All of the techniques that I've learned, the clapping, the belly button, whatever it is. When I first came to the first course, I did not embrace it. BraveHeart, you know. What does that mean? Be a BraveHeart. You know, like I don't join things, you know. But looking in the mirror and loving yourself unconditionally. Like for guys, I mean, for the first time, man, that's going to feel strange to you guys. All I can say to you is embrace it. It took me a while to embrace it. Layers and layers of you know, to not be that introvert, to take the risks, right? So I guess that's why I'm speaking to the men here. I'm a man, you know. And all I can say to you is that right now, I'm at a great space. I'm looking within. I'm trying to find that authentic child that is there. And you guys, you know, embrace this course, do the work, and it'll pay off. The subconscious program runs deep. It's so deep. And you know, but it's just a program. And so the big thing, I think, is the forgiveness part. Forgive yourself. You know, move on. Let it go. Letting go was big for me. Let go. Let go of the guilt. Let go of everything. So I encourage you guys to just embrace it, enjoy it, take the risk, allow Daryl to, you know, to use the intuitive side that he has to maybe jar you out of the subconscious. He's going to do it with anyone, you know, and embrace it. You know, think about it. Don't take things personal. There's nothing personal here. It's a subconscious program. And you know what? You don't even have to like it. You don't even have to believe it. It's just think of all it's doing is causing you to think, look within. And we're all going to do that here. So from that perspective, I guess I'm a World Health practitioner. And I've come to that conclusion. I'm embracing it, I'm taking the risk, and I'm jumping in. But it's going to be at my pace, you know? Construction worker, like, I got to simplify things for me, and you might be the same way. I mean, there's a lot of information. It's an overload for me a lot of the times to absorb it. And just check yourself out. Maybe you've got a lot of mercury in your mouth like I did, you know? I mean, there's reasons for everything. Anyways, enjoy. Thanks for coming. You won't regret it.
Good morning, everybody. You've just made the best decision of your life. coming here. I'm from London, the UK. My name's John Kitson, and got a few fellow Brits there. I have a website, 5gawareness.com. A few years ago, I quit my job in Tokyo. I was a headhunter, and I saw what was wrong in the world, and I thought, I've got to do something. Got to do something about this, and my calling was 5G. So to raise awareness about 5G, I ran as a candidate in the general election in the UK a couple of years ago. And it was on my conscience, I've got to do something. I've got to help people, I've got to wake people up. So I'd done a few years of that. I set up my YouTube channel. And then finally I realized, you know what? It's time to look after number one. I've got to start looking after myself. And the truth is, it's all about you. You've come here to put yourself first and to take massive personal action. And it was a big decision for me, you know, coming from the UK. I brought all my most important belongings because I'm almost certainly never going back to the UK. So I was praying every day, dear God, you know, and it's like, yep, it all fell into place. So here I am, and Daryl is one of the most nicest people I've met. He's got a massive heart. And he'll say things, you know, he said things to me, he's like, you know, that shocked me, or I thought, you know, but I've chosen not to take offense. I've chosen to actually think about it and think, well, what can I learn from this? And it's like, actually, I've suddenly realized it's like, yeah, I then corrected that thing or taken a new way to look at it. And it's because he wants to see you grow. He wants to see you unconditionally love yourself, to delete the pain programs that we've all got, you know? And how often do you get that from a doctor or someone who's in health? How often do you get brutal honesty? Because unless you hear that, you're not going to make the change, you know? And I just think that's so important, and that's really changed everything. And I like people who wear their heart on their sleeve, and they'll speak their truth because you know what it's about. You know what they're saying. You're getting the message you need to hear. So this is now my third course, and I'll be a master practitioner at the end of this month. And all through December, I've been really blessed since I came here. I've been doing non-surgical on people. I did not wolf non-surgical on a local. They couldn't stand up or sit down without feeling pain all the time in the lower back. I did one lower back treatment, the pain's gone. The pain's gone. You know, we've got Christine here, who's a friend of mine from England. She came here, you came here with 2 sticks. You had wolf non-surgical, you're walking without the sticks now. So, no pain after the first, yep. Okay, that's amazing, yeah. So, you know, I've been giving perfect day consultations. That's another thing, get a perfect day consultation, right? Learn the 12 loving steps. I've memorized the 12 loving steps now because everything starts with the emotional. And that's why doing this part of the course first is the most important, because it prepares you for the wolf non-surgical, you know. And we're all different in this room, but it doesn't matter. I love every single one of you unconditionally, and will always continue to do so. You know, we've all come here for a reason. We've all come here to heal ourselves. And, you know, I've met such amazing friends here who I will keep in touch with for the rest of my life. And it's like I feel truly blessed to be a part of this community. You know, I'm here for the long run. I really am. But just try the protocols. Just get into them. The whole food plant-based diet. I was riddled with acne, all sorts of problems. And I was listening to Daryl and about, okay, how these different things affect our health. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to start making smoothies every day, put my raw eggs in, do the coffee enemas. That was a big step for me, right? Especially a lot of us guys, we're kind of like, oh, coffee enemas. Can I shove that? Like, am I putting that up there? And it's like, but it's like, do you know what? You are the change, you know? And it's like, you got this. Seriously, you got to use this. This is really important. But I feel so blessed to have met this man. He's been the biggest change in my life. And I've stuck it out, and I'm really grateful. He's like a brother to me. So I just want to say a big thank you to Daryl especially. But thank you for coming, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you all. Thank you.
Hi folks, last but not least. It's really great to see such wonderful smiles in the audience. I've been just watching while everyone else has been chatting, and there's lots of smiles here, and that's really nice to see. We've all got our own stories, and obviously they're all very, very different. And mine, luckily, I found Daryl 2.5 years ago now. I was bedridden, extremely ill since I was about 10 years old. I just got sicker and sicker and sicker. Anyway, cutting a long story short, the only protocols that ever worked were Daryl's. That's why I'm sitting here today. That's why I'm alive today. There is nothing else that I tried over all those years, hundreds of thousands of dollars of different therapies. You name it, I tried it. Nothing worked. And look at me now. So don't give up. Believe in yourself, love yourself, be around people who are happy, and teach people what you know if that's what they want. Don't try to force anything on everybody. It doesn't work. I tried it with my husband and my own mother, and it didn't work. Do it for you, and then if someone else wants to help, do it for them. My passion is to help others heal, because I know I did it. It worked. I know it works. Every protocol Daryl has works. I was literally, when I say bedridden, I mean I could not move a thing. Even just doing that with my hands was agonising. Every part of me from head to toe. So if anybody tells you they can't do it because, oh, poor me, woe me, get over yourself. If you want to get well, do the work. And I don't like to call it work because it's not actually work. You're doing good stuff on you. And you're more important than anything or anyone else. And I used to think that my husband came first. I did that all my life. I didn't realise that I should come first. But we need to come first, regardless. Because once we make us well, we can help others be well if that's what they want. That's about it. Thanks, guys, for all coming. I love it. Do well.
Some of you will take the whole course and you'll go home and it won't be your fault. And it'll fall off the cliff. No, wait a minute, it'll be pushed off the cliff. I need to say this, and you need to get this in the most loving way. You know, once you actually understand that people are not their beliefs, it's not hard to love everyone. You think you are your beliefs. Really. You think you are. I'm not even my beliefs. I'm a spirit being. And I don't even know what that is because I've had my memory erased. But I am not me. There's only one thing that you came down here for, and that was to actually be able to honor unconditional love for yourself and everyone else. Then you finish the game. There was a guy named Jesus, and people believe he finished the game and was able to get out of here, to move on to something else. Everything we do is about moving on to something else. You ever notice it? Oh, did I get a raise? Did I get a promotion? Did I get a bigger house? What about a bigger consciousness? What about consciousness that is universal? Well, that's what you're going to need when you leave here, whether you take the course once, twice, 3 times, doesn't matter. Because guess what? Did you ever have this? Oh, I'm going to go and do this program. Oh, you go ahead and do it, honey. And then you do the program, and then you come home, and guess what? He's ordering pizza and beer because he doesn't know it, but he wants you back into his comfort zone. People do not think logically.
Everybody wants to be accepted. That's why a person on drugs tries to get their friends to do drugs. That's why a guy like me tries to get people to buy into self-love and self-care. Why? Because it's all about me. It's always been about me. Everything has been about me. I don't want anybody around me unless they're buying into self-love and self-care, because if they're not, they're hurting themselves and then they're going to hurt me. So when you go home, nobody else has come here for the course. You think you have the power, the willpower to change people. Willpower sucks the life out of you. That's why you're a 3-time cancer survivor. That's why you keep repeating the same program over and over again, because willpower sucks. The only thing that works is repetition. You know what I was thinking of doing? I was thinking of taking a solvent and calling it a virus that people catch and it'll kill everyone. No, people wouldn't buy that. Let me think. I got to do something else. Let me think. I know. We could inject somebody with something and it's toxic and tell them it's gonna, no, they wouldn't buy that either. I gotta think of something here. Listen, you are who you are because of repetition. If you're not the one that's doing the repetition continually over and over again, you have a choice to be insanely miserable or insanely happy. So you need to get it. But I will tell you, and this is not because my course doesn't work, you'll all benefit, but only 1 out of 10 will rock it. Am I right, Dana?
Yeah, I got a story.
Okay, come on up. Uh-oh.
Welcome back, Nate.
Thank you. Okay, so you can't think to take the course one time and go home and think that you're not going to maybe struggle a little bit if you're not doing the work when you get home. Because this is my 3rd course. I just had to go home for a month. My husband wanted me to come home for the holidays. Yeah, it was quite the holiday. Okay, so 10 days I went to Vegas. That was great. Got home, my husband got sick, took care of him. Then my parents got very, very ill. Went to their house, had to take care of them for 2.5 weeks, spending the night with them, making them juices. I couldn't believe actually in myself that I'm handling this. I'm actually getting all of this done and I'm able and I feel healthy. I couldn't believe it. And because like 2 years ago, before I started watching Daryl's stuff, I was getting well, but I hadn't quite come over the hump. And so in my mindset, it kept going back to, am I really able to handle this? You know, so I had kind of lost it a couple times in that time, but then I remembered my life band, and you know what? I am healthy now. I've got this. I can handle this. And so, because it was 7 o'clock in the morning till about 10 o'clock at night, up and down the stairs watching over my parents and taking care of their dogs, and that's all it was. So then I wasn't going to come to the 3rd course, at least not yet. And it wasn't 2 days before I got here, which was just the other day, my mom looked at me and said, "You're going. You're finishing." And I'm strong enough, because I honestly felt like my mom was not going to be able to let me go because she didn't want to take care of my dad. She's tired of taking care of my dad emotionally. So I thought she might have stayed sick for a while. And what I can tell you is, if I hadn't been here learning how to hold the line for myself and for my family, I would have gotten sick again. And then not having my people, because I wasn't around my people. So it's easy to be here and keep it up. It's a whole nother ballgame to go home and to think you're gonna stand strong and roar unless you're doing this work. Everything, the emotional, the clapping, the belly button therapy, and staying in touch with good friends. Ron really helped me the whole time I was gone. I don't talk to a lot of people. Everybody here would have helped me. I'm just not, and Daryl, called him a few times. But this course has changed my life. And I'm so grateful and thankful and excited for everyone here. Your first time, stick it out. And you're going to want to stay for all three if you want to get everything out of it. I don't care if you're going to do this for a job or just for your own health and your own benefit. So that's my story, and I just can't wait to get over this one and then the trainings in the summer.
Why are you so selfish? Why are you so selfish? You know what? Everybody that says, why are you so selfish? You know what they're saying? I want you to live my life. I can't live my life by myself. I don't believe in my life. I want you to live my life. That's what parents say to their children. Why are you so selfish? Because parents don't know how to love themselves yet. You know as well as I did. When you had children, you didn't love yourself. So don't tell me you did, okay? Don't believe it. Then I'll just take a look at your kids and I'll know if you did. Really, seriously. Yeah. So understand that everything is upside down and backwards. And when it comes to the family fabric, it's been torn a long time ago. What you consider to be normal in a family and you call it love, it is not. Okay? Your dad did call. Yeah, her dad did call. Yeah, he actually thanked me, okay? Which he didn't have to because you did all the work, right? So you're going to have to do the work. The most important thing that you're going to do when you do this course is to observe yourself with unconditional love. So you would look at something as if you loved it, because you don't love yourself. Just know you don't. And it's not because you're stupid. It's because you're not allowed on this planet, okay? And to be here past the age of 2 without losing your spirit and love for yourself. You're not allowed to shine, right? You're not allowed to shine. Well, there's a spirited little thing. We're going to have to break that. You know, you're not allowed to shine. So we've all had the dimmer switch put down. So you're going to observe yourself. Okay, so if you actually could get, your subconscious is going to let you do this. Just know that. It's not going to. But if you could just understand one thing. Every prominent, dominant belief that you have right now is toxic. And I'm going to look out for it. And then I'm going to look at it and go, whoa, that's not me. That's not mine. So why do I need to put myself in judgment jail and punish myself? That's it. There's absolutely no punishment. There's no punishment that's worth it. Just think about how you punish yourself and you punish your family. Because you use belief systems that were given to you. There wouldn't be a COVID right now. There wouldn't be poverty right now. You think that you've got great belief systems? Let me hang around with you for 24 hours and I'll observe the way you eat, drink, and think and the way you treat yourself and everybody around you, and then you're going to tell me, well, that's normal. Well, you better get abnormal. It's not good enough anymore. Everybody here says, I have a good diet. Well, you certainly should be able to have one when everyone else is eating themselves to death. Look at what people say that I'm in great shape. God, I'm not in great shape. And I got people telling me I'm in great shape. You think you're in great shape because you're not in the hospital. People have 2, 3 autoimmune diseases and they call themselves healthy. So are you healthy? Yes, I am. I just have diabetes and heart disease. Oh, really? Well, that's good. Good for you. Good for you. So you have to understand what is normal is abnormal. So I'm abnormal to you, and I'm going to say a lot of abnormal stuff here. What if you were an open vessel? So instead of just trying to fill up our lives, why don't we just try to fill up our hearts for this course, okay? Let's try to fill up our hearts. Let's just see if you can do it. Let's see how many people you can let off the hook, but first you first and foremost. And don't be trying to let people off the hook that you hate, because you're running a hate program. It's not going to work. If you could unconditionally love yourself and care for yourself, you wouldn't have to let anybody off the hook for anything. It's over. It would all be over. Now, I need you to get this. The world's never going to change. Usually I get a call about every 2 weeks. Hi, Dr. Wolf, my name is Miss Mesmerizing. Oh, good. What can I do for you? Yeah, I had a dream last night that the whole world's going to become enlightened and everything's going to change. That's great. Can I get back to reality? Boom. Understand something. The only thing that changes is going to be you. But when you change, the world is going to be the most beautiful place. It is. And then you're going to go, now they're selfish. Why isn't that person suffering for that person and this person and that person? Because that was the whole game. As long as you suffer, you don't get to rise and get off of this game and go to a new one. Look at planet Earth is no different than a Sony PlayStation game. Okay? You die, you restart. You die, you restart. You die, you restart. But if you could complete the whole game, you get to go buy a new game. And I want you to think about it because that's how it is. Every movie that you've ever watched has come true almost, hasn't it? They're just preparing you. So, anybody have anything they want to say or comment on or have any questions? Yes, love.
One thing I have realized is that
No, come on up here. This is Robin, everyone.
One of the things that I have realized and learned is there are no shortcuts. None. You start where the human is, whatever you are, and that's where you go from. Yeah. So, it's like it doesn't matter who you crucify or how much money you pay somebody, you still have to do it from where you start and finish this. So, I just wanted to support what you said about that. That's it.
So you're done crucifying people then?
I don't know. A couple more.
All right. Okay, everyone. We're going to take a break. I'm going to try to get the couch a little higher. We're going to try to get the seating a little better. And then when we come back, if you've never done like a lay down meditation before, well, it'll be your first time. And let's call it a meditation. Let's call it a prayer. Because for some of you, I can remember when I was younger, my father was a pastor, and I was probably around maybe 9, 10 years old. Okay. And he came up there and he goes, talking to everyone, he goes, I want everybody to know something. Okay. There's something really evil happening right now. Okay. And it's coming from the east. All right. And they're going to destroy our beliefs and our religion as we know it. And it's called yoga. And I was sitting right there. I'll never forget it. I hate yoga. I didn't even know what it was. Understand something. Don't be too quick to judge. Have a great break.
How many minutes?
Good day, I'm Dr. Darrell Wolf. Do you know why you or your friends or your family are struggling with their health? Well, because they've never been given a strategy. And every time they go to see a health practitioner, whether it's medical or natural, all they're doing is getting Band-Aids. What if we were able to create a strategy that you could create the perfect day from the minute you woke up until you went to bed, and then we continue to guide and support you along your journey as you grow, your program grows. And what if you only paid one price, and you had unlimited support and guidance for the rest of your life? That's called the Perfect Day Consultation.